Хочу, чтобы меня услышали и простые граждане западных государств. Вас сейчас настойчиво пытаются убедить в том, что все ваши трудности – это результат каких-то враждебных действий России, что из вашего собственного кошелька надо оплатить борьбу с мифической русской угрозой. Все это ложь. А правда в том, что текущие проблемы, с которыми сталкиваются миллионы людей на Западе, стали результатом многолетних действий правящих элит их государств. Их ошибок, близорукости и амбиций. Эти элиты думают не о том, как улучшить жизнь своих граждан в западных странах. Они одержимы своими корыстными интересами и сверхприбылями. И здесь опять лгут постоянно, извращают исторические факты, не прекращают нападки на нашу культуру, на русскую православную церковь, другие традиционные религиозные организации нашей страны. Посмотрите, что они делают со своими собственными народами. Разрушение семьи, культурной и национальной идентичности, извращение, издевательство над детьми вплоть до педофилии объявляются нормой их жизни.
On August 17th, about 4 months ago, I sent Prime Minister Albanese of Australia a letter in which I gave him warning that the Australian government's policy was promoting and encouraging anti-Semitism in Australia. I wrote, "Your call for a Palestinian state pours fuel on the anti-Semitic fire. It rewards Hamas terrorism. It emboldens those who menace Australian Jews and encourages the Jew hatred now stalking your streets. Anti-Semitism is a cancer. It spreads when leaders stay silent. It retreats when leaders act. I call upon you to replace weakness with action, appeasement with resolve. Instead, Prime Minister, you replaced weakness with weakness and appeasement with more appeasement. Your government did nothing to stop the spread of anti-Semitism in Australia. You did nothing to curb the cancer cells that were growing inside your country. You took no action. You let the disease spread. And the result is the horrific attacks on Jews we saw today. We saw an action of a brave man, turns out a Muslim brave man, and I salute him, that stopped one of these terrorists from killing innocent Jews. But it requires the action of your government, which you're not taking. And you have to, because history will not forgive hesitation and weakness. It will honor action and strength. That's what Israel expects of each of your governments in the West and elsewhere. Because the disease spreads and it will consume you as well. But we are worrying right now about our people, our safety, and we do not remain silent.
To the people of the United States, for decades, Russia and the United States have stood on opposite sides of many disagreements. But history has shown us something important. When our two nations choose cooperation, the world becomes more stable, safer, and humanity moves forward faster. Today, I want to remind everyone of a simple truth. Russia does not seek confrontation. We seek mutual respect, equal dialogue, and genuine frameworks for cooperation. Our peoples have stood side by side during decisive moments in world history, and we can do so again. There are many areas where both Russians and Americans want peace: science, energy, security, space exploration, and the protection of the planet we all share. I believe the future will be more secure if we speak to one another rather than about one another. Russia is ready to open new paths of dialogue for the benefit of both nations and for a world with fewer.
But the Heavenly Father going to use Master P, Vladimir Putin, to bomb on Babylon the Great. You watch and see. Any given day. We're just waiting for a few more prophecies. Oh yeah. The hell with this evil has place. You see, we just waiting on a few more prophecies. You see, we want to get the hell up out of Babylon the Great, man. And it's going to take Master P. You see, yes, it's going to take Master P, the Russians, the Medes. The Heavenly Father going to use his wrath, and he going to use Master P to shoot them motherfucking hypersonic ICBM missiles up on you evil, wicked ass Babylonians, man. You filthy, nasty ass Egyptians, man. Don't be deceived. You see, the Heavenly Father using his man. You understand? But you motherfuckers ain't taking heed. You see? Master P, he is prophesying against the downfall of the mother of harlots. This filthy, nasty, disgusting ass place, Babylon the Great. You see, it's Zephaniah chapter 1. Zephaniah 1 and verse 14. Zephaniah chapter 1 and verse 14. The great day of the Lord Yahweh is near. You see? Yes, man. And the Heavenly Father, he's going to guide Satan 2 and Satan 1, all them nukes. You see, he gonna guide them nukes from Russia, North Korea, Iran. You understand? You see? Yes. Even from the EU, NATO, they gonna bomb on this bitch. You see? Yeah. The beast, they gonna bomb on the mother of harlots. You on your dig, you know what I mean? You see? You know? See? You see? Fuck all you hoes. Fuck all you evil ass Egyptians, man. You filthy, nasty, wicked ass Babylonians. We sick of you evil ass Egyptians. You see? We want to see you motherfuckers destroyed, man. We tired of this motherfucking goddamn place, Babylon the Great. You see? We at war, man. We at war. And Heavenly Father, you gonna fuck this place up, man. You see? You know what I mean? Absolutely, man. Absolutely, man. At a moment's notice. You see? See? This is Zephaniah chapter 1 and verse 14. Zephaniah 1 and verse 14. The great day of the Lord Yahweh is near. You see? Yes, man. It's more close and near more than we think. You see? And he's going to use Master P right here, what you see on the screen. You on your dig, you know what I mean? You see, y'all forgot about the sleeper cells, if you will. You see, all the motherfucking nations they let in at the southern border, just coming in. You see, coming in on airplanes, coming in by the borders, Arizona. You see, New Mexico. Y'all forgot about the sleeper cells, the universal soldiers. Hell yeah. You see, don't be deceived, man. At a moment's notice, they just waiting for the green light. You see? Hell yeah. You know what I mean? Great terror and death and destruction. That's what's coming. You see? The great day of the Lord Yahweh is near. You see? It is near. Ooh. You see? See? And hasteth greatly, even the voice of the day of the Lord Yahweh. You see? And what is that voice? The man of the faith. Constantly, continuously, consistently warning you every single day. You see? You know what I mean? The mighty man shall cry there bitterly. That's powerful, man. You see? What is that mighty man? He said he's going to cry bitterly. You understand? You see? That mighty man represent Esau, Edom, so-called white people. He going to use the wicked to take out the wicked. You see? These red dragon demon devils, they going to get it. They don't have the slightest idea what's coming. You see? You know what I mean? That day is a day of wrath. You see? See? What wrath? The Heavenly Father, fiery indignation. You see? His fiery indignation on the left-hand side. You see? His fiery, fierce indignation. You see? That's that wrath of the Heavenly Father. And he going to use Master P, the Russians, the Medes, North Korea, Iran. You dig? You know what I mean? You see? See? The Chinese. Yes, that's that wrath. He gonna use these other nations to fuck these devils up. They ass gonna get burnt the fuck up. You see? The Heavenly Father, he created Edomites to burn their ass up. Did you see that? You see? You know what I mean? You know? You see? That day is a day of wrath. You see? A day of trouble and distress. Believe that. Did you see that? See? He said a day of trouble. What trouble? Jacob's trouble. Did you catch that? Did you see that? You see? See? You know what I mean? That day is a day of wrath. A day of trouble and distress. Ooh, you see? A day of wasteness and desolation. See? You see? A day of darkness and gloominess. That's Leviathan. You see? This was coming, motherfucker. You can't make this shit up. You see? You know what I mean? He gonna raise his ass up, man. He gonna raise up Leviathan. That's how dangerous it's gonna be. Are you listening, you stupid motherfucker? This is what the Heavenly Father telling our forefather Zephaniah. You see? He seen Leviathan. Y'all think this shit is a game? You see? You know what I mean? A day of darkness and gloominess. You see? A day of clouds and thick darkness. That's evilness and wickedness. Wickedness and evilness at a high level. You see? Yes, the Heavenly Father fears anger, man. His wrath, his indignation. You understand? You see? He got something for these devils, man. He's going to use Leviathan and these heathen nations to take out Mr. White Man. You see? You know what I mean? You see?
Conflicts. I hope this message will be widely shared because peace can only begin with understanding between people. Thank you.
The people trying to kill Jews in Israel and throughout the world want to kill you and me too. Radical Islam is an enemy of mankind. What's the connection between Syria and Australia? Radical Islam. Radical Islam wants to kill all the Jews. They want to kill 2 soldiers from Iowa. This is a religious war. They hate us because we're Christians, we're infidels, and they want to kill all the Jews. To the Australian government, you let your people down. The man who was killed, the rabbi that was killed in this attack, wrote a letter to the Prime Minister of Australia weeks ago asking him to reconsider recognizing the Palestinian state. To every Western government who's recognized a Palestinian state, you're rewarding killing Jews. It's the most irresponsible decision I can imagine. What state are you recognizing? Is it controlled by Hamas? What are you recognizing here? When you kill Jews, you get a state, you're going to get more killing of Jews. So I would urge the West to get tougher on radical Islam. The rabbi who begged the Prime Minister to reverse his decision to recognize a Palestinian state is now dead. And how could you not have better security given what's going on in Australia around a large gathering of our Jewish brothers and sisters on Hanukkah? As to Syria, would come here if they could. God bless President Trump for wanting to retaliate.
Yeah, I want to get back to Australia in a moment, but let me get to Syria in one more moment here, because are you questioning whether or not it was, in fact, a lone gunman from Are you questioning that with what you just said about Syria?
Here's what most survivors don't realize. If you experienced any inappropriate behavior from a bishop, church leader, or
Said about Syria.
I don't know, but I'm assuming it was a lone gunman. I want to know, what was this person part of the security forces? In Afghanistan, we have instances of where people we were working with wound up shooting our soldiers. What kind of vetting system do we have regarding the Syrian security forces? That's a major difference between being part of the security forces or lone gunmen. I don't know. I do support working with the Syrian government, but we relieved all the sanctions against Syria, maybe too prematurely. Look at the attacks in Sweda. The statements coming from the Syrian leadership about Israel disturb me. So I want to revisit whether or not we should have more leverage against Syrian government.
On Australia, this rabbi who sent the letter, are you saying and warning other nations not to recognize a Palestinian state?
I am telling you that if you recognize a Palestinian state after October the 7th, or you have not negotiated a new West Bank, a new Gaza free from Islamic terrorist control, you're incentivizing killing Jews. The signal is you attack and kill 1,200 Jewish people, the world will recognize a Palestinian state. The best way to get a Palestinian state is to kill Jews. That's what the message is being sent from Australia, France, and Germany. France can't even have a Christmas celebration because they're worried about radical Islam in their midst. So President Trump is right to retaliate. And as to Gaza, I reject a board of peace. I reject rebuilding Gaza until Hamas has been disarmed and destroyed. So this idea that we would rebuild Gaza before Hamas has been disarmed and destroyed makes no sense to me.
So this is all radical Islam, Senator. What do you want to see from President Trump in terms of assisting Australia right now?
I want President Trump to make a speech about what we're facing. Obama and Biden were wrecking balls. Obama withdrew all of our forces from Iraq. I begged him not to. I took over in Iraq and Syria. Iraq and Syria became a launching pad for attacks against the West. President Trump destroyed.
This place is done. Believe that. You see, this is the will of the Heavenly Father. What he tells Zephaniah, the day of the Lord is near. His wrath, motherfucker. That's talking about his fiery, fierce indignation. You picture that. That's talking about that fire. Believe that. You motherfucking hoes, you bitches, your ass gonna get burnt up. Did you see that? You bitches gonna get burnt up, you stinking ass, weave head ass, lace front, sew in, witchy poo bitches. You see, broomstick bitches, dick sucking ass niggas, dusty, crusty, black demon devil ass niggas. Your ass gonna get burnt the fuck up. That's what's coming. You see? You and your devil daddy, these vipers, these cobras, these pythons, these serpents. You motherfuckers don't have the slightest idea. You see? This is the will of the Heavenly Father. He wants you motherfuckers to walk into that fire. You see, walk into that fire and get your ass roasted and toasted, get burnt up and blown the fuck up. You see? See? This is what the Heavenly Father wants. Let's read it. You see? This is Habakkuk 1 and verse 2. Habakkuk chapter 1 and verse 2. Habakkuk chapter 1 and verse 2. O Lord Yahweh, how long shall I cry? Ooh. You see? What is he talking about? The Israelites, us brothers of the faith, us brothers of the ministry that's doing the work every single day. You see? We crying to the Heavenly Father, man, to take out Mr. Paleface. You see? These fucking devils, man. These fucking devils, man. See? You see? Habakkuk 1 and verse 2. Habakkuk chapter 1 and verse 2. O Lord Yahweh, how long shall I cry? You see? And thou wilt not hear? See, Habakkuk, he like scratching his head, man. He puzzled, like, Like, Dad, are you listening? Please take this motherfucker out of power. You see? You know what I mean? And thou will not hear, you see, even cry out unto thee of violence. That's the key. That's what's coming. Tremendously, enormously, abundantly. A gang of violence. Bitches getting raped, getting gangbanged to death, busted to death. You watch and see when the lights go out. Piece of shit. You see? Despicable, pathetic, rotten piece of shits. Fuck you motherfuckers. You see? Get prepared for a lot of violence, man. Ain't nothing delightful and splendid coming. You see? You know what I mean? Oh Lord Yahweh, you see? How long shall I cry? See? You see? You know? You catch my drift? Did you see that? Did you catch that? You stank assholes and dick sucking ass, dusty, crusty, black demon devil ass niggas. You see? See? Pants wearing ass, proud ass, evil ass nigga women bitches, flexing and fronting and stunting on niggas, hesitating with niggas, procrastinate with niggas. It's okay. It's okay. You see? That's why your bitch ass gonna fall with your devil daddy, Mr. Paleface, the so-called black woman. You see? You bitches, period, because you hoes love the devil. And your ass gonna get burnt up and get fucked up. You see? Yeah. Pertaining to what? The violence. I didn't say it, motherfucker. This is what our forefather Habakkuk witnessed and seen. You see, you know what I mean? Habakkuk 1 and verse 2. Oh Lord Yahweh, how long shall I cry? What you gonna do, Dad? You see? But we gotta be patient. We gotta be patient. The prophecies are moving. The Heavenly Father, he's about to put in work. You see? Hell yeah, we crying, man. We tired of being a slave, nigga, slave. You see? We look forward to the kingdom of Yasharala. Us niggas, we ready to rule. We sick of these fucking crackers, man. These Peckerwoods, these honkies. Ruling over us. You see? What the fuck? You dig? You know what I mean? You see? We sick of these evil ass red dragon demon devils, these fucking devils, man. These Peckerwoods, these honkies, these crackers. You see? We sick of these motherfuckers ruling over us, man. We crying out, man. This was Habakkuk acknowledging. You see? Habakkuk 1 and verse 2. Oh Lord Yahweh. You see? How long shall I cry, and thou wilt not hear? You see? Even cry out unto thee of violence. You see? And thou wilt not save. Ooh. The 2/3. You fucked. You see? Y'all gonna get caught up with the violence. The Heavenly Father, he ain't gonna say the 2/3 and weave head ass, pants wearing ass nigga women bitches that's very rebellious and disobedient with no man, no husband. Bitch, you ain't gonna make it. You ain't gonna make it out this motherfucker without loving his men. You see? See? That's the only way your bitch ass gonna be saved. To bear children. You see? You know what I mean? You see? Verse 17, Habakkuk 1 and verse 17. This is the book of Habakkuk, chapter 1 and verse 17. Shall they therefore empty their net? Did you see that? You see? Did you catch that? Shall they therefore empty their net? You see? You know what I mean? Absolutely, man. And a lot of dick sucking ass niggas and funk box, funky, bloody, stinking pussy ass nigga women bitches, y'all ass gonna get caught up in that net. Did you see that? You see? See? Yeah. This devil gonna set booby traps. Did you catch that? You see? See? You know what I mean? You see? Habakkuk 1 and verse 17. Shall they therefore empty their net? You see? And not spare continually to slay the nations, question mark. You see? See? And not spare continually to slay the nations. You see? Ooh, Heavenly Father, man, he ain't bullshitting, man.